Howdy everyone, this is MopUp, this is the Diamond Society, and welcome back to episode number 15. We're here at spawn, and there's actually nothing around us, as far as I can tell, except for me staring at myself. Yeah, thanks Corp for putting that head back there, but anyway, I got a message from Dukester just a little bit ago, and it said that I shouldn't come on the server, and that he would let me know when I could come on. So that seemed really quite shady, but anyway, I got the message from him that said, it's all clear to come on and everything. So I'm here now, and right away I'm not really noticing anything, and I'll get to that in a second because that's quite a big change. But anyway, yeah, there's nothing up here as far as I can tell. Come down here to the basement. Okay, there's nothing down here. I haven't actually looked around yet, and looks like the back is clean. Let's go head on out here and see if there's anything out front. I'm not noticing anything on my house, so there's a possibility that it might be at my base. Yeah, there's nothing here. How about the garden? Is there anything back here? Okay, I think I need to do some repairs around here. There's some missing block. Ooh, there's actually a lot of them. I'm not noticing anything back here, actually. Let's see. How am I going to get down without breaking stuff? There we go. So, let's maybe... Let's see, there's nothing down here. Nope. That's not right. Alright. I guess we'll head off to my base in just a little bit. Nothing but the horses, right? Nope. That's all good. So... yeah, anyway, I guess I'll just go over some changes at spawn, and then we'll meet back at my base and see if there's anything over there. But, well, actually, we can start with right here, because this is one thing that I did. And there was a road coming in here, and it just kind of ended right over here, and then it just walked up into this path here. And then there was like this big mound of dirt, and it had the animals on it, which I moved over there because we were planning to put a bridge over here, and you can see the road extends right there. So I just connected these two, got rid of the landmass, and replaced it with this. So just kind of a nice little separation between the road and what the path is up here, because these are very different, and they're also on different elevations. So then we added in the trees as well. So in the off time, which is, well, actually I don't know how long between the episodes, because the last one hasn't actually released yet, but this was just a little bit before Christmas, and yeah, we've decorated the downtown area. A couple of us got together and started working on that. So over here we've got a reindeer, and we've got a giant Christmas tree and some presents. This thing actually blinks, but when it turns on, the server just gets insanely laggy. Block lag everywhere, kind of glitching back, a lot of rubber banding through portals. So I think, just going to be keeping that off for now. But yeah, it looks pretty cool. BC actually worked on this, and I think he did that as well. And then I dotted a few presents down along the bottom. So some other changes are mostly downtown. I don't think there's anything else in the residential district. And yeah, that's actually pretty funny, and I'll get to that as well in a second. Let's start with Lurgen's tower here on the right. It's got the yellow star on it, as well as some candy canes up front, which look pretty cool. Yeah, I really like that. I like the candy canes. We've also replaced all the telephone poles, or not telephone poles, but the light posts with the candy canes, and then we put some glowstone down at the bottom. So that I'm also really liking. There's just one down here at the end by my tower, and then they also continue on down the street in that direction. I've got a wreath in the middle of my tower here, as well as a few, well, I tried to put ornaments on here, but well, that didn't work too well. They don't look very good, so I stopped actually doing that. I just did these front two. But yeah, that's what I did at my tower, and that thing was, I don't know. I don't know how I feel about this, but I know Duke showed in his video, if you turn it down, the quality, and you don't have the see-through leaves, then it looks a little bit better. But anyway, we keep moving down, and Corpse's tower is right next to mine. Of course, we got the candy canes out front, like I already mentioned, and he's got a square wreath in the middle of his. That was his Minecraft wreath, according to him. And then we've got some like spruce leaf garland going all the way around his tower, at least 2 rows of it. So that's looking pretty cool. And then we've also got some more ornaments in the trees back here. So pretty colorful. This is how it was supposed to look. I derped it up on my trees. But then other than that, the giant cactus has a Santa hat on it, which looks absolutely awesome. And yeah, we left a few extra supplies in the road. But yeah, I'm really liking that. And yeah, it's a lot of Santa hats right here. So yeah, anyway, obviously back here, kind of my Christmas prank. I actually did this. Coop was unable to attend when everyone else was setting up the Christmas decorations. So I went ahead and put a giant, the Grinch in front of his house there. Giant pixel art Grinch. And I think it's actually quite funny. I'm pretty pleased with that. I quite like how that turned out. But yeah, I think that's pretty funny. Coop seemed to like it as well. So all's good there. And then in the last episode, really the first Christmas decoration that went on down here, because none of this was done when I did this. But yeah, like I said, this was last episode, and this is the base for the Creeper Santa. No, this is the Secret Santa, and it's right under the beard. So if we hop on up there, it looks like a creeper blew up here. We've got the beard and the Santa hat on. Nope, distracting pig, beard and the Santa hat on the villager head, which is eventually going to be a villager farm, the thing that OG is working on. And I don't know, people seem to be pretty pleased with it. I think it looks pretty derpy, but you know what? I like it because of that. It's pretty funny, and I'm quite happy to see this. So anyway, let's hop down there because I'm not sure how many people are actually part of the Secret Santa so far. And I guess that there would be 8 people in last episode. And let's see, we got 3, 6, we got 7 people. And yeah, Coop's not actually in here. I know he said he wanted to do it. So maybe he'll go ahead and add his name in there as well. So maybe we will end up with 8. And my prediction will actually be correct. Although there are still 2 more days on the thing. It closes, let's see, today's the 16th. So it closes on the 18th, 1 week before Christmas. And then we've got plenty of time to keep working to do the actual Christmas gifting. You know what? I've actually stopped just a little bit early because as I was coming down this tunnel here, and this is Corpse Tunnel to his base, I forgot about the Guardian Farm. That could actually be a place that Dukester might have gotten to because that is kind of a project that we've been working on for a while. And nope, it actually looks like everything's normal over here. Let's go into the storage. So anyway, if you missed this episode, or really 2 episodes, this was a project I worked on with Corp. It's a Guardian Farm. And probably one of my favorite projects. I really quite liked it. And he's got all these animals in here. I just really like it. I think it's got a very clean feeling to it. Very nice, bright openness. Really, really enjoying that. And that portal is insanely loud. So anyway, let's get to my base. Alright, moment of truth. Here we go. Let's see what's on the other side. Oh, I'm scared. Arrows? Yay, he gave me arrows! No, okay. I don't see... Oh my. Oh my. He's left an Enderman with a grass block. Okay, so anyway, let's see what's going on around here. Oh my word. Oh dear lord. Okay. Now I'm no Scrooge or anything. Okay, I love Christmas. Easily my favorite holiday. And this is a pretty quality prank. But personally, I hate the snow. The snow is cold and wet and sloppy. Oh. And he's left me plenty of it. Oh my god. Now, this is a savanna. Since when do we have snow in the savanna? I mean, come on. Oh, I did that actually. I left that hole there. That was an accident. Oh. Spruce trees everywhere. It's the Christmas wonderland in the savanna. How far does this extend? Oh, this is grand. This... Oh. I'm pretty much speechless for this. Dukester, +1. This is quality. Of course, this does mean that we have to get Dukester back. You know, we can't just let this go unrevenged, you know. We got to get something back. But, you know, this makes me chuckle. This is really quite nice. Now, I wonder if he placed this all, or if he used snow golems. Can snow golems actually survive in the savannah? That's probably a better question. I'm not entirely sure. And I bet he did that right there. Okay. Oh, you know what? It's worth it, though. Because, okay, I can't get up in this tree. I'm trying to get a higher view of the whole place. And let's see if this tree... Oh my, this is... Oh, this is brilliant. Oh, he's got the tree farm, too. Let's hop on down here. I wonder if he replaced maybe the oak trees with spruce? No, he didn't. Okay. Oh, this is hilarious. I love this. I like this a lot, actually. The snow might be messy, but you know what? We got snowballs for days. So, let's do anything in here? I doubt it. Okay. Oh, okay. I really do quite enjoy this. I was going to work on something in this episode. I think I still will try to. And maybe we should use some of the snow. Maybe we can use some white as a texture. I don't know. How far down this path does it go? Do we get inside here? No. Okay, well, I've already dug out a hole. Kind of planning out something for this episode. I'm going to keep laughing through the rest of the clip now. I can't help myself. But yeah, we've got lots of villagers. We've got a bunch in there. We've got so many that they're just inside each other. And we've got, probably about 60 in there. Let's hit F3. Oh, boy. Quite a bit off. We got 120 there. And here we've got another 60. We've got 180 villagers ready to be sorted through and decide if we're going to keep them or not. Let's get a top view of this, and this is insane. That's a lot of villagers. So anyway, in this episode, I at least want to start on a project to start getting some of the villagers over into the storage area. Oh, that's just, I love that. We're going to get them into the storage area so that we can have some of the best ones. So we might have like 40 or so across the back. Or I think it's actually 32 along the back. I think that's how long that wall is. So we'll have all those villagers right there. So we'll be able to trade with a bunch of them. It'll be pretty great, but we need a way to actually get them over there. So we're going to be using our first major minecart system. So we'll have a rail that comes up right about here. And it goes all the way back. Just like this nice decorated large rail here. And then it'll go through the mountain and then dump them off in there for sorting or for storage, so we can actually use them, and that'd be pretty grand because we cannot really use them at all actually over here, unless maybe you like jump in there, and I don't want to mess with that. I'm just picturing if a zombie gets in there. It hasn't happened yet, and this thing's been up for quite a while. So, okay. Okay. Well, I knew that was going to happen. So, yeah. So this has been up for quite a while, and no zombies have gotten in there. So I'm going to assume it's safe. But you can never be too sure. So I want to get them over to there and make sure that everything's all good, but I need to create the actual way to send them off first. So I recently released this tutorial for villager storage, and I'm going to be kind of splitting that in half and putting half of it over here and half of it back there. You'll get what I mean a little bit more when I actually build it. But yeah, we've got some work to do because this is going to take some intense planning because there's a lot of distance to be covered through moving. There's going to be a lot of decorating to do, and it's going to be, well, kind of a pain because any redstone in survival, it's just not fun. It is not very fun at all. It doesn't matter how easy. So I'm going to get to work and see how much I can actually get done. And I'm going to keep admiring all this. And I just noticed that these trees actually come right up to here. I don't know how I didn't notice that before. And I almost just fell in there again. So before I do that, I'm going to go and I'll be right back. There was also one minor thing that I overlooked. I came over here to toss the clay back in, and he's shifted all my item frames. Oh, that's, kind of classic, but is that? No, that's not right. Oh, this is, So here's what happens when you have so many villagers in here. There is very little land that is actually planted. You can see there's a lot of unplanted land here, and it's all kind of getting backed up. The farmers can't actually get around to plant anything, so we definitely need to get some of these villagers out here and actually start using them. So anyway, I did the beginning of the redstone, and let's hop on down here. Still plenty of work to do down here. Obviously it looks pretty rough right now as well. Not sure if I'll actually make this accessible or not. It depends on how I actually do the redstone and whether or not I have to keep doing maintenance on it. But anyway, there's a block of water right here so that they come down. They have a soft landing onto this track here, and then they hit this tripwire, and then that activates here, and the dispenser will shoot out a cart and send it off there. So I've got it blocked off right now so that we don't have 60 villagers all trotting around, but that comes here, and then that goes right up here. Actually, this goes up just a little bit, so it comes right back up to the surface. And yeah, I've got to redo this because we're actually going to lift this up just a little bit more. But then we'll have this go all the way through the mountain, like I said before, and go over to where the villager area is. And then we'll have another one that comes back with the empty cart after a kind of overflow. So once we and kind of a pain to keep refilling, so I think that'll be the best way to do it. Of course, we are going to have lots of minecarts at the beginning to have so many villagers over there, plus kind of like a buffer in case we got a bunch going through at once and stuff. So yeah, kind of a lot of work to keep doing. I'm definitely not going to finish in this episode with all the Christmas stuff going on, and the Secret Santa also coming up pretty soon. I'm going to be spending kind of a lot of time bouncing around on projects, but probably just going to see what else I can do in this episode. I might work over in the storage room just a little bit, kind of planning out where all the villagers are actually going to come into. And then after that, that's probably going to be the end of the episode. I'm getting kind of tired also because, well, I've been doing a lot here. Alright, so we're back in the storage room now, and I don't think I've actually mentioned the changes to the ceiling. I went ahead and added some glowstone in there with some white glass beneath it, and I think it fits fairly well because of the diorite on the wall, and the white kind of matches and carries straight over there. It really lights up the ceiling, which I really do like, but I don't know if the white is just too bright and it's distracting a little bit. But maybe we should wait until the room is just a little bit more complete to decide what would work best up there. I think white will probably work best. I tried a few other colors, and really I'm thinking that just works the best. It's fairly subtle, at least in my opinion. I think this kind of draws a little bit more attention, probably because of the orange behind it. But anyway, yeah, speaking of, I went ahead on this wall and copied over what I had over there, pretty much the same, except for the lower part's a little bit different because down here is where all the villagers are going to be stored. And if you're familiar with my villager storage, a tutorial that I released fairly recently, we'll leave a link to the description if you have not actually seen that yet. But in essence, what happens is they come down a minecart track, and then they land on a pressure plate, and then they flip, like the main track that's going to be in the back, they flip the direction of the track that's back there, and then it can go on to the next storage unit. So probably a little bit confusing if you haven't actually seen the thing completed. But I think that this will work really, really nicely. Very simple to build, and then completely modular as well. So we've got 7 on each side, so we'll have a total of 14 villagers in here. And since the center is kind of, well, it doesn't work for doing every other block because this is 32 across. So the center I just kind of left out blank, and we'll make it go off to somewhere else. I might do another villager room to have more villagers, which could be pretty nice because, well, more villagers is better. And I don't know if 14 will be enough. I'll probably fill that up really quick with some villagers that I really do like. I'm looking mostly for librarians and then also for like armorers and toolsmiths, you know, the blacksmith stuff. Those are the two that I find the most useful because of enchantments and for tools. So I think that'll be pretty cool to have lots of those. Clerics are pretty good too because of the you can trade the rotten flesh, so that's really good. Especially I know there's a few zombie farms now on the server which are going to be really good because then we can get lots of gems and then of course get more tools and more enchanted books. So I'm not going to work on this in this episode, and yeah, you can see we're still trudging through the snow here. Well, I'll take care of that in the next episode. But anyway, hope you enjoyed, and if you have, go ahead and subscribe for more. But anyway, this has been Mopbot, and I'm out.